is Greg Campy, the longest tenured coach in the nation, inducted to the Michigan Sports Hall of Fame in 2017 with Jalen Rose and Dennis Rodman as well. On the other side, in his first season for Wright State, it is Clint Sargent.
Well, this is going to be interesting for me here on a Thursday night about 7 Eastern. Joining with you, it's Wright State and Oakland, probably the two premier teams in the Horizon League. And this is the first time ever that I get to actually cover my alma mater. So again, they didn't show the starting lineups on the ESPN side of it yet, but I will give those to you now as we've just got the first tip underway. Wright State is 5-4, and Oakland, when we get into my notes here, is 2-4 on the season. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Probably for Wright State, number 4, Keaton Norris, number 3, Huibregtse, number 23, Doumbia, number 14, Braden, Noel, and number 13, Imariagbe, averaging 6 points and 3.5 rebounds. For DQ Cole, Jason Woodridge, Naivalurua, Mukeba, and Cooper Craggs for Oakland, as DQ Cole will hit a shot, but I think this one is going to be a foul first, so that will not count. But DQ Cole was able to rainbow that thing in the right wing corner. So for Wright State, they're coming off a 70-57 win over Air Force. As Horizon League play begins tonight, Mukeba gets his shot blocked. And this will be an opportunity now for Wright State to get this in the right wing corner. Good contest there for Woodridge, who's going to force an air ball to the right wing side, and Cooper Craggs is going to go ahead and get the rebound. For Greg Campy, he's entering his 41st season head coaching the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. Yes, I said that correctly. The longest active tenured coach in NCAA men's history. Here's a really good spin move there, and Mukeba makes a sweet move as he gets right to the rim with a couple dribbles, spin, and lays it right in. Woodridge now has his hands up in the air as Wright State. We'll try to get this now for Keaton Norris. Bounce pass inside, and this one gets blocked by Mukeba. So he's already got a blocked shot at 2 as DQ Cole now inside. Here is Mukeba now. David Allen Mukeba working his way on the post. Here's a double. Woodridge for 3. He's not been shooting well from distance this season. He's only about a 28% three-point shooter, but he's transferred from Cleveland State to knock those shots down. Kind of play that Jack Golke role from the tournament hero. He's been still 5-0 Oakland. Wright State will get the ball into the right elbow, and Mukeba will get back down, and Imariagbe will get that basket. So he worked on Mukeba a couple times. He used that off elbow to get that push and get some space from 8 feet and knocks it down. And the Raiders get their first basket of the ball game. So hopefully I don't fumble all over myself as we're at the arena in Rochester Hills. And now, shamefully, I've never been to watch my home team play, but this is the first time I actually get to call a game. I know that'll be awfully foreign to Don Tottingham or Matt Pocket and all those times where they were winning awards at WXOU, but still. Here is Woodridge. He drives baseline, got nowhere to go, and this is going to be an easy turnover. Huibregtse now try to get this one, and this one gets blocked. So good work there for Oakland at the rim. A couple of swats already. Here's DQ Cole off the step through, step back near the bare head. This one too strong. And Naivalurua gets it. Now to Woodridge. He hits the 3. Oakland's off to a good start, and Jason Woodridge, a couple of trays from distance in Oakland. Cheerleaders love it. It's 8-2. Again, it's been a long time since I went to school at Oakland in Rochester Hills, Michigan, but still, you got everything that you expect. Another block. This one for Mukeba. That's his second. Excellent work for Oakland so far. Again, we'll talk about it during the commercial break. They have a 2-4 record, but it is not what it looks like, and we'll have to talk about that a little more deeply. Mukeba, top of the key, thought about it off the pump fake. And from Woodridge off the screen. He'll step back and shoot it. He's already hit a couple. That one's there. So 8-2. He said, I apologize, guys, for that one quick shot. Greg Campy's not going to like that. And we will get our first reinforcements of the ball game. We'll be able to jump in here for Wright State. I will go ahead and duplicate those box scores for Wright State as Doumbia will check in for Wright State. And then we'll get more of those name call-outs as we go across. Doumbia will make this nice pass across, and this will be Huibregtse that loses it for a moment, an offensive rebound. Naivalurua for Oakland. Now it's DQ Cole. And across the Bearhead, they're going to be going right to left in this ball game. They're wearing the all white at home, the all green for Wright State. Naivalurua will try to go ahead and make a turnaround shot. Here's another one for three. Huibregtse is on fire. He's got three of them. Again, Jack Golke, he was playing for the Oklahoma City Thunder for a moment after that tournament, now playing overseas. But if Huibregtse can do this, that would be the replacement that they needed. I'm not saying he's not going to hit the area code threes, but this is a shock for Wright State to be feeling this right now against Oakland. We'll take our first break. Huibregtse, triple setup. He's got 3 times, 9 points of Oakland's 11. We'll take a break.
Money is tight, so we must make sacrifices. I give up my smoke shades.
I'll stop ordering everything that's trending on Instagram. And I will no longer agree to the add-ons of the oil change place just because the mechanic called me ma'am.
It really is a top-of-the-line filter, man.
And of course, we'll downgrade our insurance to a lower rate.
Well, you know you don't have to make sacrifices now that you're saving money with the Progressive Home Run Bundle.
You couldn't have said that like 6 seconds ago.
This is a hot flash.
So I will duplicate.
This is a hot flash. But this is a not flash. For moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms due to menopause, Veoza
Couple of
is the
these.
only prescription treatment that directly blocks the source of hot flashes and night sweats. With 100% hormone-free Veoza, you can have fewer hot flashes and more not flashes. Veoza reduces the number and severity of hot flashes day and night. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take sick 1A2 inhibitors. Increased liver blood test values and liver problems may occur. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems such as feeling more tired than usual, nausea, vomiting, itching, yelling at hands or skin, pale skin, dark urine, or stomach. Ask your doctor about hormone-free Veoza and enjoy more not flashes. You can save on Veoza. Visit saveonveoza.com to learn more.
A little more.
Quick start for the Golden Grizzlies. They're up 11-2 over the Wright State Raiders. Let's check in for the first half of the Southerland report. Patty Cesarini. Patty.
So good start here for Oakland. Jason Huibregtse, a couple of threes. The latest one from Cooper Craggs. It's 11-2 Oakland against Wright State. Again, Horizon League play opens today. This is probably the 2 preeminent teams in the conference. I believe this is Oakland's 4th year in the Horizon League as they moved on from the Summer League in between the South Dakota State Jackrabbits, teams like that they would normally see. And they haven't had the type of success that they wanted to since joining the Horizon League until the tournament berth last year. Again, they lost Mr. Oakland Trey Townsend, who has been there for years in this program. Again, his father also played. Again, it used to be the Oakland Pioneers before they moved from D3 to D1 and became the Golden Grizzlies. So, storied history that Greg Campy has been able to be a part of, again, entering his 41st season. Naivalurua now at the line. And he misses the first, but he's got one more. Oakland should make this, and they'll go up by 10. As Jalen Jones will check in for the Golden Grizzlies. Oakland coming off a dominant 85-52 victory over the Toledo Rockets 3 times in a row. MAC champions. So that's an eye-opener there. But if you're wondering why Oakland is 2-4, it's because they always have a difficult out-of-conference schedule. They've already played Boise State, Illinois, Kansas, and Toledo. Again, they lost 3 of those 4. And they are still going to be playing the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Michigan State Spartans. So Greg Campy does not mess around when it comes to getting his players ready for conference play. That is the point, and that's what he likes to do as Noel. And we'll send this one in. This is a guy that can score a ton of points for Wright State, and they're going to need to get him going. Be open and toward the left corner, and he does subsequently hit that 3. He averages 21 points and 8 rebounds as number 14, Brandon Noel. And they really need to get him going if Wright State is going to take this one against Oakland tonight. Naivalurua is at the elbow. As Jalen Jones will give this one up now. Huibregtse Already has a couple of threes in this game, trying to take it off the dribble. He lost it off the floater, and this will be recorralled by Wright State. Here come the Raiders. Lost it momentarily, and Oakland able to get an easy steal as Jalen Jones gets the swipe. Set it up now for Woodridge, and now Jalen Jones. He's going to run some backup guard here for the Golden Grizzlies. 12-5 with 14:10 left to go in the first half. Joining within the Culverville Arena in Rochester Hills, Michigan. This is my alma mater. As this is a good defensive play there for Wright State. Able to pick this one up now for Doumbia. Going to give this one for Noel, and this is too short off the front of the rim. It's about 25 feet. Jalen Jones now will get the rebound. He's already had a couple. Again, I do think he's going to be a good backup point guard here for Oakland as he sits just as a sophomore, already averaging 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Woodridge near the right elbow, going to Rua against Noel. He loves to back down here, post fake, and this is a turn hook, and he hits it. He's got a smooth post game at 6'7", and he's got that body contact to push. You can pretty much out-muscle a lot of these players in college basketball, especially in this conference. Here's a good ball movement there for Wright State. Got a wide open three from the right wing, and they'll miss him. Jalen Jones gets another pumpkin rebound here. So a good start for him. 13:05 left to go in the first. So right at the 13-minute marker, and it seems like the box score play-by-play on ESPN is going to match mine, so I can follow that around. As this is waiting for Mukeba to get back on the floor. Here's DQ Cole. He'll step back, right wing. He knocks it down. DQ Cole with a contested three. He says, I don't care about that. 17-5 now for Oakland. This is a hell of a start for them, and I'm very excited to see which way this is going to go. As this is now played in off the drive as Oakland loves to run that zone. Here's a shot from 16, and that one will be canned. And that had to be knocked down because really Wright State needs points right now. So they got one now for Doumbia, who just knocked it down, Imariagbe, and Brandon Noel for 3, and that's all they have. 17 points for Oakland, 7 for Wright State. Here's a good move there for Oakland. I think they might have got poked in the eye going on the way to the rim, but should be no worse for wear there for Jalen Jones. So prop back up. 12:02 left to go in the first. Oakland will be going to the line.
He's done a good job. Comes off the bench. He's almost like a 6-star. Leads the team, assists, runs the team, and brings the basketball up front.
Clint Sargent looking on for Wright State.
So Noel's going to get his first. Again, he got 5 in college basketball. Jalen Jones misses the free throw. And Majak is going to also check in here for Oakland. Again, usually, let me make sure when I go back down the notes here for Oakland and Majak. Number 22, Deng Majak, is a guy that only averages probably about 3 or 4 points or so, but he does have some sides. They might use Xavier Banks in the paint as well. Number 24 is Jalen Jones. This is both free throws. And this will be an opportunity now for Wright State to get things going. So that's pretty unusual there for Jalen, but it's still a 10-point lead for Oakland as they'll try to work this way near the right post bounce pass. Near the Horizon League logo inside the paint from 12. And Majak will force him to pass out around the horn. DQ Cole will watch. Near the right side, Majak got his hands up. Oakland zone, not much to give there. And DQ Cole, great defense. And Mukeba helped corral that tip there to Jalen Jones. He's already got 4 rebounds. 17-7 Oakland. 11:20 left to go in the first. So it's not all about size. They're 6 feet. Still got 4 rebounds. Jalen Jones near the right elbow. Here's Majak. Top of the key. Inside now for Mukeba. I'll put the shoulder in, and I think that should be a foul. All sorts of contact there. That's going to go on Jack Doumbia. So we'll take another whistle, media timeout. Oakland has a 10-point lead. They're feeling good. Defense has been excellent. The zone has worked as well. We'll take a TV timeout at 11:09.
Grizzlies with the lead. We'll be back with more Horizon League basketball.
Losing hope, that's a real disaster. The tropical storm floods sent a devastating wall of water and debris down this river. It seemed hopeless. But when the waters receded, Belfort was here. Not just to rebuild, but to help restore the life of this community. Belfort, restoring more than property.
Here inside the Oakland University Credit Union Arena, my name is Noel, Rex Walters, Patty Cesarini, here with you as Greg Canty and assistant head coach Jeff Smith look on. The Grizzlies up 17-7. And Rex, the zones work pretty much to perfection. Wright State at 25%. Parlay that with no offensive rebounds, and that's exactly what you're looking for.
Well, they've made the first shot very difficult, 1 for 6 from the field, but the biggest thing is you're right, 1 and out. They get 1 contested shot, also the big block shot by Oakland.
Mukeba knocks down the first free throw. Take a look at this. Isaiah Jones comes into the game for the first time this season. Coming off the foot injury, gets a nice hand.
So Isaiah Jones coming off the foot injury checks in for the first time this year for Oakland, number 7, as Mukeba knocks down both free throws from the TV timeout. It's 19-7, so you get a chance to watch what he can do, as this will be picked up here for Woods. Inside, good spin move there, good drive toward the lane, as this one's knocked in there for Doumbia. So 4 points off the bench right now, 19-9. Oakland still has a 10-point lead as we're almost halfway done through the first. Again, I'm trying to pace myself a little bit because this will be a solo call, no doubt. Been used to working with some teammates, so I get a little spoiled here. As Mukeba now near the right elbow, spin, double comes, he gets through it, and now this will be Isaiah trying to pick this one up now. Isaiah Jones will collect there for Jalen Jones. Jalen now has it at the bare head as the shot clock is reset for 10 seconds. Here's an opportunity now. Mukeba work his way off the double team. Here's the pass. Majak in off the glass, and it does not hit rim. It'll be a shot clock violation against the Golden Grizzlies. 10:08 left to go in the first. Oakland still has a 19-9 lead. But what I do like about Naivalurua or David Mukeba, bringing those guys into the paint, pushing, getting 2 points at the rim. It is a breath of fresh air when you think about all the stuff that you see in the NBA, correct? As far as what we're looking at, forcing threes. You had the one game a few nights ago when J.J. Redick had to talk about a 41-point loss for the Lakers to the Miami Heat. It was just a 3-point chuck factory. So that really grinds your gears, a la Peter Griffin Family Guy, when you're seeing the same things over and over. No intent to get to the rim, no free throws. Really just drives you nuts. And it's not what we're seeing in this game right now. In college basketball, you think there is at least a little bit more, especially if you got a great campy coach squad. Attention to the details and the things that matter. If you can score twos and get stops, it's better than missing threes. Let's just say the obvious. So Trigger Man will be the Wright State Raiders.
He explains
as they'll take some more changes here. 19-9. Oakland still has the edge as we're halfway through the first. Callaghan will now try to check in, as this will be toward the right post and now toward the right wing, and he's going to cash this three. So good work there for number 13. Callaghan knocks down the three. You got Drey Carter now also checking in for the Wright State Raiders, number 2 on the floor. Here's a spin. This one is off balance, and Isaiah Jones, don't know if they're going to say he pushed off. So offensive foul against Oakland. And now 19-12. Last 3.5 minutes, Oakland has been held scoreless. Wright State gets a couple more of these. They should feel pretty good about where they're at, as Logan Woods is going to run the point guard duties here near the right elbow. Gets it knocked away from him. Pick it up now. Cross-court pass all alone unmarked. And that's not going to make Greg Campy very happy, as Andrea Welage will knock down the three. Now Wright State is only down 4. All alone near the right corner. So Jalen Jones now. We'll try to work this here for Isaiah Jones. Isaiah now from Mukeba near the right elbow, trying to work on Noel. Mukeba, spin. They'll leave it in for Naivalurua. Now for Baru. This will be Jalen Jones. Shoot the three, and he airballs it all. And one more stop here for Wright State. They could push this to a 3-point or 2-point game, somewhere close to that, 19-15. Any sort of fouls here, you get a lot closer if you're Wright State. Back-to-back threes definitely helped you there for Welage and Callum. So Isaiah Jones is pretty much going to sit back down as soon as he checked in, about 2.5 minutes of action. Now Woods, here's the pass for Noel near the right wing corner. So the way you bust that zone is knock down some threes, and that's what Wright State did in back-to-back possessions. DQ Cole with the push-off, and this one's knocked down from Doumbia. 2-point deficit. It is, count there, 8 straight points for Wright State, and Oakland's lead was 10, and now it's 2. Opportunity now for Oakland, trying to make something happen off a leaning three. This is battle for a rebound, but I think Naivalurua is going to get the foul call. So this is completely changed this entire game now, since the bench unit has checked in for the Wright State Raiders. You got six points for Doumbia, 3 points for Callaghan, and 3 for Welage in the corner. Here's another opportunity. This one off the front of the rim, but the Raiders get the rebound. Wide open again, right when they could take the lead, and they do. In the corner here, and a pass inside was discussed as Wright State takes the lead, as it was Callaghan with another 3-pointer. So off the bench artillery for the Raiders, and now they have a 1-point lead. Naivalurua trying to work his way between the double team. This is Mukeba with the rebound. We'll see where the position arrow stays. It stays with Oakland. Greg Campy wants some words. I don't blame him. It's been Wright State from distance. They've taken the lead.
This holiday season, get the gift of sport at Dick's. Explore trending styles like dunks and almas. New shoes from New Balance, Hoka, and On. Top cleats and basketball styles. Shop at Dicks.com or in store today. Basic litter stinks. Step up your litter game with Fresh Step's superior odor control. Step it up to Fresh Step. All I want is to find a way home.
I'll get you home. A crew of murderous bounty hunters is coming after us. We have to move fast.
You've no idea who he is.
You can trust me.
You're a Jedi, right? All right, now let's head down to the lab where Tom Brady is trying to track down our
I'm here tomorrow, but it looks like I just missed her. She's a Hertz Gold Plus reward member, so no waiting in line to counter for her.
That means she's able to pick any car she wants. Do you think she treated herself to an upgrade and do it with a premium SUV?
She did go with that upgrade, Lana. I know it wasn't an easy choice with all the great vehicles here. Skip the line and get right to your destination. That's why you go with Hertz.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000 plus out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus. Back here on the blacktop, Oakland University Credit Union Arena, the Golden Grizzlies' largest lead of the night was 19-7. And all Wright State's done since that time to rip off 13 in a row. They had the lead for the first time here tonight. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Rex, they've got comfortable working against that zone.
They've done a good job against the zone. I think Oakland's gotten away from what was successful early, playing inside and out, right? Figuring out what they're doing in terms of how they're going to out Wright State's going to guard the post. Keep that spacing because they can't guard Mukeba, they can't guard Maroon and the post. They're going to have to come with a double, and that's what they're going to get those back threes.
So right in off the timeout of the 7:16 marker of the first half, David Mukeba makes it 2, gives Oakland a 1-point lead, 21-20. There's a gigantic run for Wright State to get back into this ball game, because they're only down 1 now. It was a 13-0 run. Noel work his way underneath the paint. Mukeba gets the rebound as he falls down. It'll be DQ Cole that will send this one across. And now Oakland will try to get some things going here. Across the Bearhead now. Be an opportunity for Cooper Craggs, who's just checked in. Work this in near the top of the key for Oakland off the spin. It's DQ Cole. Long range 3. This is airballed. And I think Cooper Craggs will get this one now. There's another opportunity to the right elbow. And this one gets knocked down by Oakland. So Masher doesn't get an opportunity. Mashour doesn't get a lot of opportunity to play here for Oakland. But that was a big 3 there. So I'm trying to go for all the reinforcements here for Mason Mashour. This one's knocked toward half court, but this stays with Wright State. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Wide open right wing 3. And we answer back-to-back threes. Callaghan will make another one. Solomon Callaghan has got 3 triples already. 3 for 3 off the bench. Mashour near the right wing trying to work on Callaghan. This will be an inside pass for Cooper Craggs. And off the glass, and he doesn't get the foul call, but he makes the basket nonetheless. 26-23. Now Craggs gets the interception. So a basket and a steal. Oakland got a basket and a stop. They need to continue this now. Mashour going to run some backup point. Number 0 here for Oakland. Got 3 different players ready to check in for the Raiders. This inside Woodridge. Beautiful pass. And Mukeba will score right at the cup. 28-23. Good screen and roll there for the Golden Grizzlies. As it's back up to 5. 2-4 on the season, but again, we talk about the difficult out of conference. Good defense here for Oakland off the screen, but Noel's left unchecked off the slip, and they'll step in to the right wing side, and Wright State won't go away. They are on fire from distance, and that is going to keep them in this ball game. We'll get another timeout. This one will be taken by David Sargent. 2-point lead for Oakland. We'll be right back. 4:43 left in the half.
Great recovery by Wright State. They're down by 2. And folks, the Horizon League lives in major cities. 11 public and private universities in metropolitan regions. They live and play in the largest and most vibrant cities in the country, allowing our student athletes exposure to unique experiences only available in major cities. To learn more about the major cities, visit horizonleague.com/brand recharge. Great cities to hang out in, no doubt about it.
I'm a California boy living in Clarkston, Michigan. I love being near Detroit. Check out the Tigers, check out the Lions, go watch the Pistons. And 15 minutes from Oakland, they'll read us. So there you go. This is what it's all about. But all the cities are great cities to visit. It's
pretty much the same as what you said. Cleveland's the same way. Milwaukee's the same way. Pittsburgh area as well. Norris. Comes DQ Cole with a basketball. A little.
GQ Cole, Mukeba, work his way. He's going to power put his head down, but they're going to say no to foul the fourth shot. This might put Wright State close toward the penalty, and that's going to get a little bit closer there with 5 fouls for them for 4:32 left to go in the first round. I'm here with you on the call. I am covering my own matter for the first time. It's shameful that I say the first time, considering how long it's been since I attended OU. That was during the Keto Benson days, the K. Felder days, and the next of the Cleveland Cavaliers, if you remember. But Kendrick Nunn from the Lakers and the Heat, been some big names for Oakland for this mid-major program that have had some NBA experience. Mukeba, good pass. Here is Cole. He will miss it short off the front of the lip of the rim. It'll be 28-26. Oakland still has a 2-point advantage. Good pocket pass. And Mukeba swipes it away. Mukeba's had a monster game so far for Oakland. He's been all over the stat sheet. Now he has it at the top of the key. He'll give to DQ Cole at the bare head. 3:55 thereabouts left to go in the first. Is this one now? Here for Cooper Craggs. Now GQ Cole. Craggs slip. And he makes a difficult basket, laying it in over the defense. 30-26, good combination play for Cole and Craggs. As Oakland now leads by 4. Cable will push, and now Cole will show and go near the right wing just to knock that zone and space it enough. Gets around Cole. Here's a pass right into Mukeba's arms. Good work there from the Oakland defense to funnel it right into there. As it's DQ. Slowly now, he's going to take some time as he's working around that defense there for Wright State. Inside of Mukeba near the left elbow. Slowly spin hook. He's hot, and he's hit it again. 32-26 as Oakland's lead. They've done so well when they've done things right. They're scoring in the paint and mixing some threes. It's just been those open looks that they've got for Wright State. Noel has one he misses. Too short. Battle for the pumpkin. Cooper Craggs able to get this one here for Golden Grizzlies. So when Oakland's done it right, they've scored consistently inside and hit some outside shots. Again, just the open looks for Wright State, the ones that burn them in that sequence. Now, mass shower. Now for David Allen Mukeba. Mukeba, left elbow. Puts the shoulder down, show the double. Here's a good look for Craggs. He's wide open. Battle for the rebound. We'll see if this is off of DQ or off of Wright State. We'll take another timeout nonetheless, and we'll get you all situated. Media timeout. 2:21 left. Oakland up 6, and they're looking good inside the paint.
They say losing hope, that's the real disaster. When tropical storm Flint sent a devastating wall of water and debris down this river, it seemed hopeless. But when the waters receded, Belfour was here. Not just to rebuild, but to help restore the life of this community. Belfour, restoring more than property.
That's their new DT record. Football season was a great time to show off by new life.
Like our star players, our finished up defense, our hurried up offense, and our impressive staff.
Check out these highlights. Right now, you can lease this GMC Sierra Elevation Crew Cab for $239 a month, or take the field in a Buick and Vista Preferred for just $159.
When offers this good, you should start practicing your touchdown dance.
Only at Sarah Buick GMC Rochester Hills. Wright State Raiders haven't scored 2.5 minutes, and the Golden Grizzlies use that as an opportunity to get back up by 6. Oakland led by as many as 12. The Raiders came back to take a 1-point lead. But it's just the ebb and flow of a basketball game, almost kind of like a boxing match.
And Oakland kind of found themselves again, went back to that ground and pound game, right? Get the ball inside, play off of your best players, either attack the basket, draw the double, kick it out.
So off the TV timeout, the Raiders have the basketball. Try to work this one at the top of the key. It's Norris, Noel. There's an open look near the right elbow, but that zone closed quickly, and they need some dribble help near the right side on a 5 seconds space. Got to get this one set up, and this is going to be a tough look there for Wright State. Have to force it into the traffic, and that was beautiful defense there for Greg Campy's zone. And he's definitely shaking his head yes, as you saw on the camera shot. Just beautiful defense there for Oakland. Opportunity now, Jalen Jones. He gets more backup point. Mukeba, now Craggs. This will be an opportunity now for Christie. Christie now Jones. Near the right wing. Jones off the jump stop. Needs some help. It's DQ. Step back. This one too strong. Again, that is his signature there, that step back. Try to create some space. As this is wide open near the right wing side. And those are the ones that have really hurt Oakland there. No check and late rotations, 4 for 4. It's Callaghan from distance, and every single one of these has just been impossibly open. Jalen Jones, now DQ Cole. Here's an opportunity for a 3, and that's all air. Tough shot. Picked up now for Wright State. Could tie or take the lead, and that is going to draw the foul. DQ Cole is going to pick it up as Doumbia put his head down. So we're going to try to make this a 32-31 game and put Oakland's lead tenuously back down to 1. It's been a fun game so far, and in all honesty, of all the years that I could have covered Oakland in my alma mater, I know this is probably a down year considering what just came up for that tournament berth, but the action between these two teams has been good. It's been refreshing to see these guys get to the paint, try to get to the line, and create some chaos. Doumbia will make the first. See if he can make the second. It would make it a 1-point lead for Oakland. This has been dead even, but you can think Wright State in hot shooting at 53.8%, 7 of 13. We'll get a foul away from the ball. And I think we're just going to say, let's just make sure you guys didn't inbound this thing. We're going to go ahead and recheck this here, and we'll get all set up. That's what the Zebras are saying right now. I don't think we're going to have any meeting with the scorers table. I just think they forgot to go ahead and check this ball in from the baseline. So 48.1 seconds left to go in the first. So a rising league opener between Oakland, who's 2-4, and Wright State 5-4. Oakland coming off of a demolishing of Toledo. Eye opener. Mass shower. Off the double, Jalen Jones does not shoot. Instead goes to the rim, and we'll draw the foul. They try to double clutch it. He had an open look to be able to pop one from 3, but you know what? He said, I'm going to go to the line and try to atone a little bit for missing the first 2 free throws when he had his chance. So he'll get an opportunity to shoot 2 more as the clock will stop. So Brandon Noel picks up his second. So scoring leader, not too hard to figure out on the Wright State side. Off the bench, Solomon Callaghan, 12 points, 4 of 4. All off the bench, all from distance as Jones makes the first. Noel, since he's got his second foul, he will go ahead and just sub out here for Sargent's squad. You don't want to pick up a third when you only get 5 in college basketball. Now Jalen Jones' opportunity to make a second, and he does just that. Oakland's lead is now 3 with 30 seconds left to go in the first. It's been a good first half of basketball here. A couple pass opportunities here for Andrew Welage. Now 3-pointer, and this one is good again. Huibregtse ties it at 34. They just will not stop making threes. And now Greg Campy, I think, is going to try to draw something up here in this final 16 seconds thereabouts to try to give Oakland the lead. It's a 3-pointer, and an 8 for 14 effort from the artillery for Wright State, and that is exactly why the score line is 34 all. If it wasn't for Oakland doing so much damage inside the paint early, Wright State could honestly be up by double digits, considering how well they've shot from distance.
Offer some major experiences for their student athletes. Of course, coverages on ESPN, family of networks, NCAA Division I competition, and championships. Put a lot of players in the pros. Of course, Major League Baseball, NBA as well. And again, major experiences here with the coverage on ESPN networks. You get stars like Rex Walters commentating on your games. I mean, we pull out all the stops here at the Horizon.
I know Neil Rule, the play-by-play man, a long time one at that Woodward Sports Network lead. He works for Oakland. He does Detroit City FC soccer, but mentioned a lot of the TV opportunities for Oakland. And they're playing the Spartans. It'll be on ESPN too. But when the Rule will check in, Jones trying to run it down. He's got to get something going here. Here's a pass. Bull in the Rule for 3. Hey, hits it! A buzzer beater for the Grizzlies. I don't know if that's the one they wanted to take it, but they'll have it. It's 37-34 as the Grizzlies can it from the left corner. And we will end the first half 37-34. I guess that's what Greg Cappy designed. He'll shake his head, I'm sure. But the Grizzlies will take a 3-point lead. And we will talk to you in a moment as we'll start the second half.
Got a freshman that's a good player that's made 4 for 4 from the 3. I can live with that. I can't live with Huibregtse getting that 3 at the end. Our freshman, I lost his head for a second and had a hand down and let him fall. That Huibregtse one of the best players in this league. You can't let him do that. But we got it back. So, let's move forward. All right, thanks for the time, coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Patty. Appreciate that. And boy, that's coaching 101 right there, Rex. Kind of can't be broken down to you. And I talked about it, the fact that when you look at the score sheet and you see Callaghan 4 for 3, but as a coach, you can deal with that. That's part of it.
You don't want the star to beat you, right? You're playing against Phoenix Suns. You don't want Kevin Durant to get open looks, right? And that's what Huibregtse is, and that's what Noel is for Wright State. So 100% make the others beat you, right? With tough contested shots, you definitely don't want to see their stars get off.
No question about it. Pistons Extreme Team is in the house for halftime. They'll be putting on a show for the fans here at the arena.
I'll be right back. I'm going to set to start the second half. Let me get some notes typed in, get a little bit of a snack break. I think Hooper is also in the building of the Pistons Extreme Team. That's going to go ahead and do some stuff here at the half to entertain the fans of the arena.
For years, you've listened to retired NBA legends. Discount today's star. Hey, this man got it. Then we discovered the root cause behind the madness: inadequate outdated TVs. What are you doing now? Luckily, it's high-sense upgrades. Hey, yo! What's not there with TV? Reach incredible deals on high-sense products, like this 100-inch ULED TV. It makes watching today's game breathtakingly immersive, quiet anyone drafted in the night. These young guys are kind of nice. It's upgrade season, baby. Store closes at 5. We just need to grab a few more gifts. Check. That's the one.
Hey, what? Hey, I made my family disappear.
Sorry, guys. Just in there in the best night of my life. Oh, what's this?
It's a view, Jake. It's a view.
When holiday shopping ends, Disney Plus streaming begins.
Basic litter stinks. Step up your litter game with Fresh Step Superior Odor Control. Step it up to Fresh Step.
All I want is to find our way home.
I'll get you home.
I'll be Murderous bounty hunters. He's coming after us. We have to move fast.
You have no idea who he is.
You can trust me.
You're a Jedi, right?
Of course.
What just happened?
Watch this.
Skeleton Crew Innocence Tuesdays only on Disney Plus.
All right, now let's head down to the lab where Tom Brady is trying to track down our Earth customer.
I'm here, Vaughn, but looks like I just missed her. She's a Hertz Gold Plus Rewards member, so no waiting in line at the counter for her.
That means she's able to pick any car she wants. Do you think she exceeded herself to an upgrade and ended up with a premium SUV?
She did go with that upgrade, Vaughn. I know it wasn't an easy choice with all the great vehicles here. Skip the line and get right to your destination. That's why you go with Hertz.
Pistons Extreme Team in the house. They're flying through like a young Rex Walters back in the day. I couldn't tell. I thought it was you at first, Rex, when I saw them out there. But we're at the half here. The Golden Grizzlies up 37-34 against the Wright State Raiders. Let's take a look at the highlights from the first 20 minutes of play. And Rex, really this basketball game was kind of broken up into 3 or 4 mini basketball games, I guess you could say, through the first half. Of course, the Golden Grizzlies imposed their will early.
They did. Great rim protection. They did a great job eliminating the one shot and 3 block shots early for Oakland. I thought that was a big difference in the start of the game. Wright State did settle in. Right, started attacking inside. I've got quality shots, but Coach Campbell's 100% right. You don't want Huibregtse beating them. You don't want Noel beating them. So they did a good job. And to stay, Oakland needs to stay with that ground and pound offense, keep good spacing, and figure out what Wright State's going to do to try to stop Mukeba, how they're going to stop Naivalurua as well.
Absolutely. Mukeba was able to shake loose. He got in double figures with 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And Wright State was able to stay really in the game on the back of their redshirt freshman, Callaghan. Redshirted last year. He had 15 points with 7 of 9 from the floor at Kentucky, but came in just a 33% three-point shooter. But it's been all gas, no breaks for him here in the first half. He's 4 of 4 from behind the three-point line. Left for the Golden Grizzlies. Cooper Craggs was able to get some things done. 7 points, 4 boards, and 2 assists. Really solid contribution from Cooper.
The big lineup is a problem for Wright State because he's going to get the post up against small forwards and guards, right? And that's a size advantage that's really good for Cooper. I think that's really, really important. And regarding Callaghan, like his shots were all inside out, on time, in rhythm. You've got to know where he's at. If you want to stop Huibregtse, no, you got to know where that guy's at, especially on the ball. I mean, the rim looks so big to him right now. The ball's not even touching him. He's really shooting the ball well.
And that's really the sign, isn't it, Rex? When that ball's going through, and it literally, you would be able to tell if it went in on the playground. You know, on the playground where you don't have the net on the red, did that go in? That's what they look for.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like I said, it's been a product of good offense, good passing, inside out, passing on time and rhythm. All he gets to do is just hold and snap that follow through and watch the ball go through the net. So he's definitely in a comfort zone right now.
The Pistons Extreme Team continue to throw down jams here on the blacktop. So we'll take another break, come back, get ready for the second half. 37-34, Oakland has a lead over Wright State. This is Horizon League Basketball.
Legends say these relics hold a great force. One that can change the course of history. 96% of Subaru Foresters sold in the past 10 years are still on the road. That's more than Toyota and RAV4. The Subaru Forester.
Get special low rates during the Share the Love event, and we'll donate $300 to charity.
Custom Ink helps us celebrate and drive our students' achievements with Custom Ink. They love Custom Ink's different styles and designs. We love how Custom Ink makes the process simple with their easy-to-use design lab, expert artists ready to help, and unbeatable customer service. Custom Ink allows our kids to show everyone their accomplishments and the pride they have in our school. When we place an order, I know they got our back, so we can focus on the kids.
We make it easy to grab all your orders with high-quality custom apparel, accessories, and home products, all backed by our guarantee at CustomInk.com.
The Simpsons Monday Football is coming to Springfield on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. Monday,
we are in the middle of the first half. Oakland has a 3-point lead. I'm not expecting anybody to join in, but if we do get some across the board, I will give you some updates. I'm just going to go ahead and type in a couple of stuff for the stats, and then we'll just do a bracket look at the first half. So I'm back here. I'm just going to type in a few more stats for the Twitter X space. Let's look at the box really quickly before we get back into the play-by-play. So David Allen Mukeba for Oakland. Again, it just goes by Allen Mukeba. That's his full name. 4'6", 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. He has been excellent. He got 6 off start there for Jason Woodridge. Couple threes early. Cooper Craggs with 7. Naivalurua has 6, and he has the buzzer beater for Oakland. That was out of the timeout there for Greg Camp. He wanted to orchestrate something before the end of the half. I don't know if that's the guy they wanted shooting the basketball, but he made it nonetheless.
We get ready for the second half of action. Rex Walters, Patty Cesarini back with you. And Rex, as we take a look at the numbers, there's one stat line for the Golden Grizzlies that really jumps off the page at you. DQ pulled 3 points. He's 4 of 5 from behind the 3-point line. Now, of course, he got his groove back.
The biggest one is Solomon Callaghan for Wright State. 12 points off the bench, 4 for 4 from distance. That's what you got to know in this game as entering into the second half. The Wright State Raiders are 8 for 14 from behind the long line. Most of the looks have been wide open. And during the end of the first half, when Patty Cesarini was interviewing Greg Campy, he said, that flat out can't happen. If we want to win this game, you got to stop some of these looks. We know this is a premier matchup in the Horizon League. Want to get this win, you got to limit the open ones. And, that's as obvious as you can say it, but he said it the right way. Pretty much saying that they're lucky to be up by 3. Just get a contest if you're Oakland. If you can get some sort of contest there and they can work their way in the paint that they've done, I feel like they would be in good shape. So that's where I'm at right now. Oakland, they've done a good job getting inside the paint, be able to get some rebounds there. So let's just go to the team stats real quick. So Oakland 13 of 29 shooting, Wright State 12 of 25. I'm just going to get this going here too for Hopeful Sports Guy. When you get the written coverage, we'll have the play-by-play and all that stuff on here nonetheless. So free throws, Oakland 5 of 8, Wright State 2 for 2. So they haven't had to live that much in the paint because they've been able to get so many threes. 18-11 rebound edge for Oakland.
You can fake half of it, but you can't
Assists are even at 9.
You just can't fake a freshly sliced jersey, so it's nice to be back in my real body. Go to 13, please.
And then 5 steals for Oakland and 3 blocks. I'll mark that down as well because especially for Mukeba, he did a great job there for Oakland. I don't think Greg Camp is going to have any problems with that, at least for his effort. So what's my plan in for the second half for Oakland? Get inside the paint, score some more baskets, get to the free throw line. That's what's worked out for you quite well. And for Wright State, it's easy to say just knock down some more threes, but you got to be able to get open within that zone and use the ball movement. Jay Sargent's going to want to see that. I think if they can do that, they'll be able to stay in this game and maybe win it. But I don't know if Wright State can stay in the game, if Oakland can start contesting some of these threes without getting some more chances for some twos, some easy ones, or get to the paint. Because when you only have 2 free throw attempts and you have 8 of 14 from distance, yeah, you're doing a great job in the mix of 24 points from distance out of the 34, and then you have the 2 from the line. So 26 of 34, either from the line or from 3. And 24 of that from 3, you just got to be able to get to the paint a little bit more. Try to make that defense move, get them in foul trouble. The one thing for Oakland that they've had a problem with for Naivalurua, 6'7" center, yeah, he's a big guy, but he's liable to get some jump fouls, a little bit of extra coverage there where they can force him to get fouls when he shouldn't. So Huibregtse will knock this one down. That's what Greg Camp was just talking about. Don't let him get open. And he got assisted by Braden Noel. So right in off the first possession, Wright State has the 3. So Huibregtse right off the first possession of the second half as we officially gets going, knocks down the 3, and now Oakland will go to the line as he'll automatically pick up a foul. So Huibregtse knocks down the 3 and then picks up the foul. And Wright State and Oakland are tied at 37 as we're just getting things going in the second half. Oakland had a 3-point lead for a Imariagbe 3-pointer at the end of the half. And that was probably not by design, although Greg Campy did try to make sure they got a good look, and they did. He's just not a really good 3-point shooter, but he knocked it down nonetheless. So Cooper Craig's going to try to make both free throws. Oakland, not a very good free throw shooting team this year. They are struggling around the 60th percentile, probably 65 at best. So that is something that we have to watch out for as well if you're a fan of the Golden Grizzlies. Let me pull up the actual box here so I can get the other names and numbers that are out on the floor. Imariagbe gets the steal. DQ Cole all the way to the rim, and he will get to the line. So excellent work. Keaton Norris has to pick it up after Naivalurua gets the steal. And already 2 fouls against Wright State, and we're not even a minute into this half. So that is what you want to see, bar none, and I'm sure that's what Greg Campy talked about. Again, admittedly for me, it wasn't much of a intermission, but that's kind of what I put in there. DQ Cole wide open for 3, and he can't knock it down. Naivalurua, I don't know if they're going to jump against Oakland off of a loose ball foul. Yes, they will. So Mukeba pick up the loose ball foul. So 1 against Oakland, 2 against Wright State Raiders, and not even a minute into this second half. John Underwood from the Arena, Rochester Hills, Michigan. It's a 38-37 lead for the Golden Grizzlies. This is the Horizon League opener. The 2 preeminent teams probably in the league. And this is Logan Woods. They'll make it from 12 feet, and Wright State now has the lead. This is the second time for them. They've only been up by 1. That's their biggest lead in the game. Mukeba. And another foul will be drawn against Wright State. So at least for Oakland, they're continuing to rack up the foul count and try to get to this line early, get to the bonus, and create some opportunities. You got to go right where your bread is buttered. Off the spin, Woodridge for 3. That was a big one right out of the sideline out of bounds. And a quick trigger, 41-39. Now this is Woods. Has it at the bare head. He'll go ahead and give it up. That's Keaton Norris. inside. Here's an extra pass. Norris wide open for three. He missed it. Man, oh man, Wright State's had so many clean looks from distance. And you know Greg Campy, that's got to be driving him nuts. But at least that they missed it. Opportunity now for Oakland to move this around here is Mukeba. Now for DQ Cole. Puts his head down off the spin. Now he'll back up, didn't lose the dribble. Naivalurua now has it. He's working against Noel. Tough spinning fade away. Oh, Naivalurua knocks it down from 14. And Oakland now up by 4. Woods. This will be inside here for Wright State. Try to put the ball on the deck at 12 feet. Naivalurua is not budging. And he ends up getting the defensive rebound. A beautiful defensive effort as they try to get the push there from Michael Imariagbe, but he couldn't get around Naivalurua. Naivalurua now for DQ Cole. Oakland up by 4. This is Woodridge. He fires, and he gets fouled from distance. Jay Sargent's not going to like that one. 17-14 left to go in the second, and Oakland's going to get some points here. Get fouled from distance. See who's going to pick this one up. I think it's Keaton Norris. This should be a shooting foul, is my guess. Jalen Jones to get a camera shot on him for the Golden Grizzlies, and now we'll look at the whiteboard. So we'll take a look right now to see if he was fouled in the act of shooting. I thought live initially. I'm not trying to do the fandom for my own team here, and the Oakland Golden Grizzlies is an alma mater, but it certainly looked like that might be a shooting foul. I appreciate even having 2 people in here at this point. The Lions game I know is on locally there. You got the Red Wings on. I'll give you some scoring updates as well. But this is Oakland and Wright State. First time I covered my alma mater. We'll see what they can do here. So Woodridge, I think they said from Neil Rule on the side of it, it's 2 shots. They fouled in on the left hand. So one more opportunity for the Golden Grizzlies. Going to try to go up 45-39. Wright State did take another 1-point lead. It was the second time they had the lead in this game, but Oakland's played so well inside the paint as the free throw bounces out. 44-39. Be an opportunity now for Woods. Across the Bearhead as they try to go right to left in this second half. Now Noel needs to get it back under the wood near Woods. Inside pass. I think this will stay with Wright State. The trigger man, I think it bounced off the leg of DQ Cole. Yeah. I know Neil Rule took a little bit extra there. I know he wants the home team to win because he works for them and gets paid. So you got to have that. But for me, I got to keep take off the Golden Grizzly glasses. As Woods now for Noel near the right elbow. Still trying to make something happen here. Noel wide open. He hits it short off the shot put. He tried to hook it. And he missed it. 44-39. A lot of these looks have been open. That one was for 2, and he just hit it short. DQ Cole off the back down. Noel's just 2 of 7, and again, he has a ridiculous average. We'll bring that up in a moment. Mukeba now. Here for Woodridge. Mukeba at the right elbow. Imariagbe off the double, and I think this is going to be another foul against Wright State. 16:23 left to go in the second. That's 5 fouls against Wright State. Imariagbe is going to pick it up. So let me again, one more time, just look at what we have for Wright State in the mix of Noel. 21 points, 8 rebounds. And so far right now, he's got 6 on 2 of 7 shooting. DQ Cole's been below his average as well. He will get to the basketball, save it in bounds. Woodridge has to let it fly, and he shot it from Steph Curry distance. Naivalurua gets the rebound. He lays it in. I think Woodridge probably forced it, but Naivalurua got the rebound and laid it in anyway. 46-39. Keaton Norris. Wright State needs points, and Jay Sargent's got to try to get this one here for Welage. Now, at the top of the key, Welage is going to get it back. Keaton Norris. He gets bumped by Mukeba. Shot clock down at 10. They'll step back, but the foul's called before it's shot. 15:46 left to go in the second. We are going to take another timeout. It's all Oakland so far in the second half. They're on a 9-5 run, 46-39 Grizzlies.
This is Horizon League basketball.
Noel said, losing hope, that's the real disaster. When tropical storm Fred sent a devastating wall of water and debris down this river, it seemed hopeless. But when the waters receded, Belfort was here. Not just to rebuild, but to help restore, to right this community. Belfort, restoring more than five.
That's their new DT.
So 46-39 in the first TV timeout of the second half. Woodridge has a quick 4 points, 3-pointer, and a free throw, made 1 of 2, split, and then Naivalurua with a long Woodridge 3-pointer. He gets the rebound and lays it right back in as forces Sargent to take a timeout. Now Wright State, again, if you're just joining us, 9 of 16 from behind the long line. There's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. That's countered Oakland 7 of 12, again 58% shooting from the free throw line. If they end up making it to the NCAA tournament, we got a long way to go before that, as Patty Cicerini is going to give you a sideline report. But if they end up making it to the NCAA tournament in back-to-back years, Golden Grizzlies, this team needs to do a lot of free throw practice because 58%, 7 of 12 is not going to get it done. They're 7 of 19 from distance. They forced a couple. Speaking of force, that was Wright State right in off of the timeout, and this will stay with them as it got deflected by Oakland. So 15:35 left to go in the second half. John, here with you. Inside hook pass. Mukeba up in the air, but still missed it. And a couple opportunities here for Wright State. Try to find it. And Oakland finally gets the rip. I'm surprised no whistle. Imariagbe probably wanted one. He tried to get 3 different rebounds, and Oakland just swiped it away. Jalen Jones off the jump stop. It is DQ Cole. Trying to get around the defense of Keaton Norris. Inside, right elbow, Mukeba. Here comes the double. And Naivalurua is going to get an easy dunk. He's left all alone right in front of the cylinder. 48-39. Oakland now up by 9. So Mukeba's not going to get anything easier than that, as this is an opportunity now for Wright State to run some offense, and they need to get things going, as Callaghan has got 12 points, 4 of 4 from distance off the bench. You can't lose him. Here's an opportunity there for Welage. Knocks down another one. So off the bench, Welage 2 of 3, Callaghan 4 of 4. Oakland's going to take a timeout now. 6-point lead. Welage hits a big one from mine distance from the right wing. And it's a 6-point lead for Oakland. Be right back.
We will take the media timeout. Also 14:32 left. Golden Grizzlies up 48-42. This is Horizon League basketball.
Subaru is the largest corporate donor to the National Park Foundation, helping to protect our parks for future generations through the Share the Love Again.
Get 2.9% for 72 months, and Subaru and retailers will make a minimum $300 donation to charity.
Hims and hers helps people live better lives with better healthcare. That's why we're offering teachers, first responders, nurses, military and veterans, GLP-1 weight loss treatment plans for up to 50% off. Find personalized prescription plans that serve your goals with 100% online through Hims and hers. You also get access to tracking tools and limited chat support from licensed medical providers. Our communities rely on you. Like you can rely on
So they're just going to use those TV timeouts that you have right now. I think if you get underneath 6 minutes, you get the timeout, then you get the TV one, you get a couple extra to get a breath. All we had coming back in from the action was a Naivalurua dunk for Oakland, right underneath from a Mukeba pass. Nobody picked them up there for Wright State. And then Welage answers with a three. Again, off the bench, shooting threes for Callaghan and Welage. They are 6 of 7 with 18 points between them. Jack Doumbia has 8 off the bench as well. So that is 26 points off the bench for the Wright State Raiders to Oakland's 5. So 26-8 bench advantage. I'll put that in there now.
Here inside the arena, Brandon Noel into the game for Wright State.
It's Brandon Noel going to check in. Jalen Jones, pro baseline. Huibregtse, step back, tough, and he misses it off the front of the rim. I thought he hit part of the nylon. He did, but it bounced right to Wright State. This is almost turned over. DQ Cole, don't want to get too handsy. Traveling violation called against Wright State. So when he fell to the floor there was an opportunity for Welage. Cole was able to get a piece of it, and then an opportunity for Mukeba to come in and force the travel. So Oakland immediately gets a stop after a missed three. Jalen Jones, silent out of bounds. They'll take it now left to right and across the Bearhead. Again, they are in the home lights at the arena in Rochester Hills, Michigan. John Under with you on the call. Naivalurua from Jalen Jones. Jalen Jones missed it off the front of the rim, and this will be solved by Wright State. Able to pick this one up again. Imariagbe have this one now. Welage, extra pass is Keaton Norris, or Huibregtse, knocked down the three. It is 48-45, a little leaner into the corner. He's 3 of 4 from distance on 3 of 5 shooting. Wright State is 61% behind the long line, 11 of 18. So 6 in a row for the Raiders. Jalen put his head down, gets blocked. Noel's got it. Leave this one now. Huibregtse. Try to get the steal. Naivalurua. He made his man miss. And I think Wright State's going to throw this off of Oakland. DQ Cole doesn't like it because he thought Wright State stepped from the sideline out of bounds, but I think it was the right call. DK was a little emphatic, but he did step back to make sure that he didn't get in front of the referee's face and get teed up. That's smart. If you don't like it there, just walk away. Make sure the zebras don't see you. So now, a step for Welage for 3. 3 straight triples for Wright State, and they won't go away. 48-48 all. 12:40 left to go on the second. This game has been fun to watch, but for Greg Campy, he's got to be pulling out whatever hair he's got left. Mukeba, spin, elbow, and a foul called against Noel. His third foul. He only get 2 more in college, so keep that in mind there. Welage knocks it down. He had Huibregtse with a couple there. I'll make sure, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. I know it's a hard name to say. I think a couple extra letters are probably silent. My apologies. So 6 fouls for Wright State. Mukeba one more time off the post up. Here's the double. Huibregtse almost loses it. Now down to 10. Huibregtse to the lane. Scores the basket. And the foul. So an and one opportunity for Woodridge and for Oakland, and they'll see if they can make something happen. Jason Woodridge first saves the ball near the left side corner, and then he's going to go to the line to shoot for the extra here, and he's got to knock it down. He's already missed one. Oakland can't afford to leave any more lettuce at the line when it's already 7-12, and Wright State is shooting as hot as they are from distance. You got to make the easy ones. So Woodridge going to try to make this 51-48. So Woodridge, man, too strong off the front of the rim. 50-48, 7 of 13 from the free throw line. You kind of wonder if that's going to come back to bite Oakland in a game like this. Here is a foul against Oakland. They were trying to force the steal. Not so with the 13th foul, so no dangers to them just yet. As is 12-16 left to go in the second half. John, I'm with you on the call, covering my alma mater for the first time. Shameful to say that because it's been a long time since I went to Oakland. Here is Doumbia. He gets blocked, and Craggs gets a rejection, but a foul is going to be called against Oakland. Cooper Craggs trying to deny it right at the rim. And we're going to try to click on this box if it's available for Google side, but I think we'll just use ESPN. So Cooper Craggs picks up the foul, and so did Isaiah Jones. And Doumbia is going to go to the line, try to make both of these, and tie it at 50. He rattles in the first. And the Wright State Raiders are one more point away from tying this one. They've only had the lead a couple of times. I can't say that it's been all Oakland, although they had a 12-point lead. That was their biggest. But the three-pointers are really going to be able to just dominate it and to keep you in the game. So Doumbia makes both. It is tied. 12 minutes left to go in this second half. Wright State 5-4, Oakland 2-4. But we talk about that difficult out-of-conference schedule. Jalen Jones. Leave it here for Woodridge. Off the step back. Good defense there for Welage. Inside Mukeba. He's got to go. He does get it off in time off the fade. Oakland trying to fight for it. And this will be Wright State basketball. 11:34 left in the second half. TV timeout. We're tied at 50.
Looks like I just missed her. She's a Hertz Gold Plus Rewards member, so no waiting in line at the counter for her.
That means she's able to pick any car she wants.
Skip the line and get right to your destination. That's why you go with Hertz.
For years, you're listening to retired NBA legends discount today, so I just got then we discovered the root cause behind the madness in outdated TVs. Wait, what are you going on? Luckily, I since upgraded. I know! That's not favorite TV! Incredible deals on high-tech products like this 100-inch ULED TV. It makes watching today's games breathtaking living versus watching It's upgrade season, baby. Store closes at 5. We just need to grab a few more gifts. Check. That's the one.
So Huibregtse with a couple of threes and Welage now with one as well. Tied it at 48. We're officially tied at 50 into the TV timeout with 11:34 left to go in the second.
When holiday shopping ends, Disney Plus reading begins.
I'll get you home.
And we have 11:34 left to go in the second half, tied at 50. Giving you the latest updates here. Huibregtse with a pair of threes, and Welage made it 48-48, now 50-50 with 11:34. Wright State is an unbelievable 12 of 20 from the three-point line, but a lot of these looks have been open. That's just what I have to say with the utmost honesty. They've been open looks, warm-up shots, and they've knocked them down.
Doumbia as well. Solomon Callaghan. And into the paint.
So Solomon Callaghan now checking in. Oakland gets the steal. Mukeba off to the races, but DQ Cole will slow it down as Oakland now will finally cross the timeline. Here is a reach-in foul against Wright State as we'll pull back up this box. This will go against Welage, and I think Oakland's already at the point where Wright State's in their 8th foul that they're going to get to go to the line for at least a 1-and-1. But Oakland is not a good free throw shooting team. They're 7 of 13. So you've got to be able to make these free throws as Mashauer at the line does knock it down. So he will get one more. Oakland now has a 51-50 lead with 11:15 left to go in the second half. This game has been tight. Again, Oakland was up by as much as 12. Mashauer makes both. But the three-pointer, that's been the equalizer. Again, it's not like the chucking that I talked about earlier between the Lakers and the Heat when they lost by 31. It's been efficient shooting, the ones that you got to take. Keaton Norris inside now. This will be backed up. Norris almost loses it. A double-team show and go. Naivalurua now in for Welage. Working on that zone now, moving around is Isaiah Jones trying to get up in the face. There's a long three, and they can't make it. Mashauer will get the rebound, and they'll get to run some points. So big stop for the Golden Grizzlies. Trying to go 1-0 to begin Horizon League play. That is what they need to do in order to get in the tournament, because, again, you only get that one tournament berth for a team like a mid-major like this. But Naivalurua put the ball down and needs some help. It's Isaiah Jones off the double, down to 4. He will lean in. You're not going to get the shot off in time, I don't think. I don't think Mukeba beat the buzzer. Isaiah Jones took too long to make his move. It was probably 3 too many extra pivots as he's just trying to get his legs underneath him. And this is now going to be Wright State's basketball on the side. 10-14 left to go in the second half. Oakland up 52-50. John Eder with you on the call. Keaton Norris near the right side elbow. We'll see what they can get for Imariagbe and miss it out in front of the rim. It was bounced a couple times, and it's going to be Oakland's ball off of the Raiders. So Brandon Noel was alone, but he missed the layup. And for Noel, again, averaging well over 20 points a game, is 2 of 8 with 6. Again, DQ Cole, another one of those scores, is 1 for 6 with 3. So some of the star scorers have struggled in this game. But the bench scoring from 3 has not been a struggle. DQ Cole, offensive turnover there, a travel. And Greg Campy is livid on that one because that is careless. So lean in, I think, and that's what's going to be the call. 9:45 left to go in the second as possession changes hands once more with the score still at 52-50. Inside of the lane, Doumbia too strong off the floater. Mukeba with the board. And it'll be Jalen Jones slowly and across the timeline. Again, for the Raiders, 12 points off the bench for Callaghan, 10 for Doumbia, 9 for Welage. A lot of those from distance. Mukeba off the double inside. Mashauer needs help. This is big for DQ if he can hit it. Good rebound for Naru. He's got it now for Jalen Jones. Shot clock at 15. Mashauer step back. They need it. They got it. Mashauer for 3. And Oakland now up by 5. That's a big basket for the Golden Grizzlies. Keaton Norris tried to answer. Too strong off the front of the rim. Rebound by Jalen Jones. We'll see what we got now. Jalen Jones only 2 assists, 2 points, but he's got 5 rebounds in that backup role. make sure that I got these numbers correct. I keep calling Keaton Norris Huibregtse, so I apologize. Hook for Mukeba, way too strong. This is Norris. Now open. And Welage hits it again. Wide open three. 55-53 down in the right corner, and the Raiders now only down 2. This has been a back and forth contest. This really has been fun. Mash hour. Now for Mukeba. Inside for Baru. Off the push off. It'll take him to the line. 55-53. We'll take a timeout. Doumbia picks it up. Oakland up by 2. We're just underneath 8 minutes left to go. Glad we covered this one so far. I am enjoying it.
Losing hope, that's the real disaster. Devastating wall of water debris down this river. It seems like this. But when the waters receded, Belfort was hit. Not just to rebuild, but to help restore.
So Wright State, if you can believe it, and I don't even know if this is the right words to say, have cooled off a little bit from 3. They're only 56% now, not 70. It's 13 of 23. But Welage hits another one. He's got 12. 4 of 5 from distance. It's the same for Callaghan, 4 for 5. 4 for 5 shooting for both Callaghan and Welage. And they're all threes, and it's 24 points off the bench for them and 10 for Doumbia. 34 points off the bench for Wright State. And that is why they are still hanging around. 55-53 Oakland as we're in Rochester Hills, Michigan. DQ Cole only has 3 off 3 turnovers and 1 for 7. He's 1 for 7 from distance. So we'll get back into the action here. Naivalurua at the line off a 1-and-1, and he makes the first. So we'll get another opportunity here before we get into those automatic 2 free throws, no matter what. We're not there yet for Wright State. 9 fouls, though, for the Raiders. Oakland trying to make both of these. And Naivalurua, big free throws for the Golden Grizzlies. 57-53, as it's now an opportunity for Keaton Norris. Off the step back, trying to get around Jalen Jones. Here is Woods. Working his way. He gets backed up from a couple times from Mashauer. In the corner, missed the 3. Mashauer does get the rebound. We'll leave it here for Cole. Now Jalen Jones slowly across the Bearhead. 7:25 thereabouts left to go in the second half. Oakland nursing a 4-point lead. Can they get some stops? Can they continue to get in the paint? Jalen Jones thought about it. Now DQ Cole, 1 of 7 from distance, only 3 points. Mashauer, too short on the 3. What an effort for Jalen Jones. And this will stay with Oakland, and Greg Campy's pumping his fist. Jalen Jones, all-out effort to get another possession there for the Golden Grizzlies. Littlest guy on the floor, just under 6 feet. And that's exactly the type of effort that you want. I love it because Greg Campy knows the measure of the moment. He would when he coached here for 41 years. You know when to push and pull, when to give the effort, put them on the shoulder, and you know when to lean in and say the strong words. Oakland gets another possession of a short. Has it now for Jalen. He's got it at the top of the bare head, DQ. Racing toward the right wing. Here's Mukeba. Naivalurua, good ball movement, but Oakland hasn't gone anywhere with it yet. Down to 3. Jalen Jones, tough step back. And this one grazed the front of the rim. Now an opportunity for Huibregtse toward the right wing, open again. Wright State again knocks it down. It's Woods. 57-56. 14 made three-pointers for the Raiders. Just continuing to slice in that Oakland zone. Jalen Jones. Oakland needs some stops and some scores. Otherwise, Wright State's going to win this probably by 6 or 7. Mukeba, double. He missed it. That was a sweet up and under. And Mashar tried to draw a charge, but Huibregtse will slow it down. Opportunity now, Keaton Norris. Huibregtse 3. He hit it again! Wright State takes the lead. 2-point lead for the Raiders. That's their biggest of the game, but the artillery continues to launch. 59-57. Jalen Jones. Inside pass Mukeba. Oakland needs this so badly here. 3-point. He knocks it down. So Oakland hits a big 3. It's 60-59. DQ Cole has had such a cold game, but now 2 of 8. Oakland goes back up by 1, and a timeout, Greg Campy. Man, oh man.
Called by the Golden Grizzlies, which of course gives me the opportunity to tell you about the major moves being made by the Horizon League. As the major moves for the Horizon League experience highlights our commitment to innovation.
So Woods, Huibregtse, and Cole, threes across the board.
All aspects of the college sports environment. To learn more about the major moves across the Horizon League, visit horizonleague.com/brand recharge. Of course, Horizon League and Open Doors partnership likely to be Horizon League becoming the first Division I conference to create a league-wide marketplace. And that right there, Rex, that's the landscape of college athletics. Horizon League at the forefront of it all. They kind of saw the future a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be ahead of the curve, right? You got to make sure that you're staying aware of what's going on, how you're going to react to it. It's a different ball game now. Horizon made plans, and they want to make sure that these guys understand how valuable they are.
Jason Woodbridge into the game for the Golden Grizzlies. So can't get a pair of shooters out there try to help with the doubles. Keaton Norris turn
Check back in. 5:25 left to go in the second half. It's a 1-point lead for Oakland. DQ Cole, just 2 of 8. Big steal there for Oakland. It was Huibregtse and Woods with a 3, and it gave Wright State a 59-57 lead until DQ Cole answers. Now Oakland gets a steal. It's Naivalurua with the basketball. Under 5 minutes left to go. Series of dribbles. Now DQ. He wants it near the elbow. DQ, it rattles, and this one is held for Wright State. Naivalurua tried to push for a steal. This is Huibregtse. Extra pass. No! He missed it off the front of the rim. Rebound, Jalen Jones. That was so easy to be able to pick up, but it's been that type of day for Noel. He just has not had the touch. That should have been an easy conversion there for Wright State to be 61-60, but it's still 60-59. Cole, spin. He's forcing it now. And Greg Campy is not going to like that. So it's an opportunity now. Norris. Noel steps into a 3, and he rattles it around a couple times. A tip by Imariagbe, and this one doesn't go in. So Oakland dodging bullets, and I think they got to go back to Mukeba here. That's what I would want to see. I wonder if that's what Greg Campy is thinking about. I don't mind DQ Cole being aggressive, but he doesn't got it right now. Maru's bounce pass will be kicked, and this will stay with Oakland. So 11 on the shot clock, 3:50 left to go in the half. It is a 1-point lead for Oakland. Tenuous as we open Horizon League action. Don't go anywhere.
She did that. Football's your passion. Mine is providing around-the-clock protection and aggressive customers of Bundle Home and Auto. We need you out here for football.
You're giving up on your dream, James.
Giving up on yours.
That baby.
And what you see the other two surprises? I joyful from those three. Three? I was thinking of 51 each. I got AT&T's bundle of three. iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence for me, and iPad and Apple Watch for you.
Get iPhone 16 Pro on us, plus iPad and Apple Watch for 99 cents per month each, and save you $1,700.
So GQ Cole missed a couple, and Noel blows 2 easy looks from 2 and from 3. It's Oakland's basketball off the kick at 3:50 left to go. The score has been unchanged since our last time out, 60-59 Golden Grizzlies. This is opening conference play today. Let me look at some scores and across the league. The Red Wings losing to the Senators 1-0. Again, I try to stay away from the Red Wings even though it's the hometown team because it hurts my soul. The Kraken up 2-0, get 2 first-period goals. Against the Islanders, Canes all over the Avs. As they get set to finish the second period, it's 3-1 Hurricanes. Panthers have a 4-2 lead. 5 minutes left to go in the second period. That is 4-2. Cats the lead over the Flyers. The Lightning opening up a can on the Sharks, who played well of late. They get 5 in the first. They lead 6-0 on San Jose. Jets Sabres tied at 2. Canadians are up 1-0. And that is getting set to end the second period. They got 2 seconds left. 1-0 lead over the Preds, who are 7-13-6. Lions have, Green Bay has the footballs. The Lions have a 7-point lead.
Oakland's had a couple of chances to pop this thing, and they haven't been able to. They haven't. Now they got the ball in the right hand right here.
Mukeba, and out of the timeout, makes the hook and hit. 62-59. 3:35 left to go in the second. Oakland back up by 3. Opportunity now for Huibregtse. Noel. Back to Huibregtse one more time. Noel, right wing side. Inside pass. This is finished. Imariagbe, just his 6th point of the game. 62-61. Oakland has a 1-point lead over Wright State. Wright State trying to improve to 6-4 and 1-0 in the conference. Oakland will be 3-4 and 1-0 in the conference should they win. Naivalurua, working his way to the right elbow, needs a dribble. It's Mukeba. Mukeba now, double, spin, under, finishes it beautifully. Mukeba with a couple baskets inside the paint. 2:40 left to go on the second. Rhythm 3. Foul! It's a 4-point play in the left corner. Logan Woods with the biggest basket of the game so far. Going to try to make it a 1-point lead for Wright State. This game is getting absolutely ridiculous. Mukeba with a couple baskets and then a foul on a 3-pointer, which you cannot have. And Logan Woods, he missed it. He can't convert the 4-point play, but we're still tied. 64 all. 2:30 left to go in the second. Jones inside for Naivalurua. He lost it, but Mukeba's there. 10 seconds. Here's the double. Mukeba, hook, too strong. Naivalurua tried to get his hands on it. This will go and stay, I believe, with Wright State. So turnover as Naivalurua tried to get the basketball. 2:13 left to go in the second. Logan Woods with a big three-pointer. Couldn't convert the 4-point play, but we're tied. Woods now. Basketball. Huibregtse thought about it from Keaton Norris. Now Norris. Norris now. Tough. Leaner. This is bounced all around. And this will bounce. Not sure who this is going to be. I think this might be an offensive rebound here for Wright State, but they're going to talk about it with Jay Sargent. 1:51 left to go in this second half. Both teams will talk about it. I think the refs will convene.
The officiating crew makes their way over. And folks at Horizon League and our members make major impact as student athletes leading a variety of ways on metropolitan campus and communities and championship host cities. To learn more about the major impact created by our student athletes, visit horizonleague.com/brand recharge. And it's a quick review, and it will be off of goal, and the Golden Grizzlies will get it back, so they get the stop.
They stop it again. Maroon with the effort play, right? Just making a play on the ball, knocks it off the both leg. Big possession. Oakland's going to go inside. They've got to get their spacing right. Mukeba and Naivalurua, if they get one-on-one coverage, they're going to get a quality shot.
We're underneath 2 minutes. It's tied at 64. Jones. Mukeba now. Shot clock down to 15. Mukeba! He missed it. And now this is Wright State. He had good positioning there. He was 2 feet underneath the cup, but he couldn't hit it. Now the right wing side inside. Noel lost it. He couldn't find it in his hands. And now it's Oakland basketball. Brandon Noel has had such a tough game. But you know what? If it gets down to the last shot, he's probably going to be the one to take it as he averages well over 20. But not tonight, as he only has 6 on 2 of 10. But this game is tied. DQ Cole has struggled as well, as it's Jalen Jones. And inside Mukeba, he's got to go quick. He lays it in off the window. It's 66 to 64. We got a minute left to go in the second half. Woods off the step back. Inside, bounce pass. No, he's got to have it. He missed it. This is bounced. It's Oakland's. It's not Oakland's basketball. I thought it was going to be, but they'll look to see review. I thought it was. Thought it bounced off of Wright State. We'll take one more look at it. 54 seconds left to go in this second half. Oakland up by 2. Mukeba just scored the layup off the glass.
66-64 Oakland with 54.8 seconds left. It's going to be a tough game. 2 Oakland players on the rebound. 1 Wright State.
So Mukeba scores off the window off the drive. So the officials had to go to review. I did get that right in the first time, so I can say I got it right the first time. Oakland's basketball. And if you're a Greg Campy's squad, you know, you got the head coach there for 41 years, as we said, be smart. Use the clock. Don't force anything. Get to the paint. I would either go to Naivalurua or I'd go to Mukeba. Those are your guys. That's your size. Naivalua's got 14 on 5 of 7. Mukeba, 7 of 14 with 16 points. It's been all over the stat sheet. Oakland's played well enough to get a win, and they need to finish it. Mukeba. Mukeba now for Jones. Offensive foul called off an illegal screen. Mukeba's going to pick it up. And Wright State's got the opportunity to tie or take the lead. Man, oh man. 42 seconds left to go in the half, and the Raiders, the way that they've been shooting, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to go ahead and get a quick 3. Oakland will use their foul, and Jay Sargent will take a timeout. I will too, but we'll stay right here. 38 seconds left to go in the half. So what do you think, ladies and gentlemen, for anyone that is in here? This is a tight game, 66-64 Oakland. Mukeba off the offensive foul. 16 of 29 from distance. 9 of 25 for Oakland, 11 of 17 from the line. You make a few more of those free throws, you're probably okay. So, Youngstown State, that one on ESPN Plus at 2 p.m. That's Oakland's next matchup. And then the game at LCA will be on ESPN2 on December 17th. That's where the Red Wings normally play, as the Michigan State Spartans and the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. And then they're going to play Arkansas on ESPNU. And then a ESPN2 game against Loyola Chicago. So Golden Grizzlies, over their next 5 games, 3 of them will be on local television. So pretty good work there for Oakland and Greg Campy's squad to watch this team try to do some damage. And Loyola Chicago, again, if you think about Drew Valentine, remember Denzel out of Michigan State, but Drew Valentine was a longtime Golden Grizzly, and he was there when I was in school. He is the assistant coach at Loyola Chicago, so I always like to have them on the schedule. It's big time here. Huibregtse now for Woods. Inside right wing, here is Norris. Down to 25 seconds left to go. Huibregtse down to 10. Lost it. Oakland show. Open right wing. Woods. He missed it off the front of the rim. Oakland saves it. It's Norris. Now to 14 seconds, and they can go to the line. Try to get some extra points. Jalen Jones with another rebound. And Jalen Jones off the bench has his 9th rebound. The 6-foot backup point guard is working on the glass, a la Rajon Rondo. Oakland needs it now. This is now Isaiah Jones at the line for Oakland, trying to make sure that they get the win and go 1-0 in Horizon League play. And this bounces too strong off the back iron. One more free throw upcoming. Oakland's going to take a timeout.
11 for 18 from the free throw line. And you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah. It's, and they work on it. Yeah. They shoot around, spend a lot of time at the free throw line. Guys are knocking them down.
And to be fair, that Coach Campy has talked about that. This is what we are this year. And you just, as a Golden Grizzlies fan, you go back to thinking through the course of the last couple of years just how tremendous free throw shooting team. Not all teams are constructed the same.
Yeah, it's weird that hoping Isaiah knocks this one down. It's a good confidence builder for him.
66-64 Oakland, 14.8 seconds left.
So Greg Campy took a timeout, and Isaiah Jones got one more. He missed the first one too strong off the backer, and he needs this one because Oakland have a 3-point lead. As long as you don't foul, the worst would be OT if they make it. And he missed it. This gives Wright State an opportunity to win it off the 3 or at least tie it with a 2. Here's Huibregtse down to 5 seconds. Here's Norris now. It's down to the corner. Norris not going to be able to get the shot off. It's deflected. And there's time left on the clock, though. It's down to 0.1. Jalen Jones deflects it away. And that might be enough time to make sure that Wright State can't get a shot off. Sargent's going to take the timeout, and we'll see if the Zebras add any more time here. Oakland has a 66-64 lead. They missed both free throws, 11 and 19, did Isaiah Jones, and just 9 of 25 remain the long line to answer Wright State 16 out of 30. But right now, it could be enough for Oakland to improve to 3-4 and 1-0 in Horizon League play and knock off the Raiders, which would be huge considering how well they shot from distance. I know 44% of the game, and 22 of 50. Oakland was even less. Let me get the official numbers at 42.6, but the way that Wright State shot the basketball from distance didn't seem like Oakland would be able to hold on to this. They've put it to 0.6. The only thing that you can do now, I would say, is form a wall or make sure. That's what Stanley going to just form a wall. Form a wall. Make sure, as Greg Campy now takes a timeout, do not foul. Whatever it is, you got to force them into a tough look. As it's 0.6 left to go. Less than 1 second left to go. In the second half, Oakland trying to hold on to a 66-64 victory and open up maybe a preeminent matchup in the Horizon League. Because you see, these could be the two best teams, and this may be what you see again in the Horizon League Championship. You never know. So 30-29 edge for Wright State in the second half answers Oakland's 37-34 edge in the first. That's why this game has been so tight. Golden Grizzlies trying to get this win at the arena. 0.6 left to go in the half. It looks like Jalen Jones, Isaiah Jones, DQ Cole. I see them on the floor right now for the Golden Grizzlies. And what do you want to do? Majok's got a ton of size. That would not be a bad call. That was Neil Rule that brought that into play-by-play. It runs for Oakland and Motor City Sports, Detroit City FC. So 0.6 of a second. This trigger at half. And the shot at the buzzer. And they're going to say no foul. It was a leaner. And the Oakland Golden Grizzlies survive. They won 66-64 to Wright State to open up Horizon League play. This was a lot of fun for me covering the alma mater. And you know what? This game came right down to the wire. And it was a lot of fun. Oakland takes it. They improved to 3-4 in the season, 1-0 in the conference. That's the most important part. Wright State falls to 5-5, 0-1 in the conference. So right now the Golden Grizzlies can sit in first place. That's what you want to do. You got to win the conference in order to get in the tournament. Golden Grizzlies trying to get back-to-back tournament berths. It starts today on December 5th, and their first game against Wright State, and they get it done. 66-64 is the final. So Patty Cesarini is going to interview Greg. And Greg's just asking if the Lions are winning. That's what he's talking about right now as he had the heart palpitations. John Ott signing off. We will get you the post-game coverage and the write-up of Hopeful Sports Guy. First time covering the alma mater, and they win. A nail-biter, 66-64 against the Wright State Raiders. Golden Grizzlies take it. Have a good night, everybody. So long. I will see you Saturday live action between the Waterford Sharks and the Detroit Warhawks and Go Live Sportscast. That'll be about a 7:35 puck drop. Peace, everybody. Have a good one.
We get an unfortunate call on the back straight. And then we got a guy who practiced 2 times in 8 weeks at the free throw line. And I didn't expect him to make them. And I told them in the timeout, got to get stopped. Get stopped your win. And if you're going to be a great team, a championship level team, there's going to be a lot of games that come down, and you get to stop. You believe in your defense. You believe in each other, and make up for each other. So you got to be aggressive. Players make plays, and our guys made them tonight.
And with such a new group, too, I mean, just talk about the composure down the stretch.
Our timeouts were great. The leadership in our timeouts were phenomenal. And this team beat Princeton, who's one of the best major teams in the country, by 22 points. And we came in here tonight and got a win. The first league game, so important. I don't think either team wants to play this in December, but that's the way it is. And so we got the win. And I think Wright State's going to be at the top of the league. So this is like a double win. It's a loss for them, too. So we got to go there in a few weeks, and then I'm sure it'll be out again.
Coach, last one I got for you. I know you love your free throws. How much of those missed free throws killing you right now?
I'm smart enough to know that we're not a good free throw shooting team. And I'm not going to yell. And like normally I would be very bad, screaming, yelling, things like that. That's just who we are. And every team's different. We'll get better at that when we have more pressure.
So Greg Campy is going to be honest here as I close out the coverage. He goes, we're not a good free throw shooting team. I'm not going to scream and cry about it. We just got to keep working at it and try to see if they can make something happen. Oakland wins 66-64. Again, complete coverage off the wrap-up soon. Going to get some food and chill back in. Appreciate it, guys. Glad you can help me join for this one. This was a lot of fun. Oakland takes it 66-64.
How were you able to just push through that the whole entire game?
I mean, having Allen helps a lot, especially at the end there. We leaned on him to get a lot of our buckets down the stretch, and he was fighting through a lot. His blood sugar was low, so I'm surprised he was able to fight through that. But just having him on the